What's good? Feeling much more refreshed at the moment, I'll be honest. But yeah, I wanted to talk about understanding the Ponzi scheme. Okay, you need, because this is an underlying part of the blueprint. Okay, because again, we don't talk about these things to glorify them. We talk about these things to recognize them. Yeah, you understand? So first of all, I just want to talk about, okay, just general humans. Okay, naturally we idolize, and you ask why do we idolize? For example, like if you look at the story of the brazen bull. Okay, I'm not sure that's exactly what you call it, but I'm referring to when Moses went to get the 10 Commandments. Is it the first 10 Commandments? I'm pretty sure. I'm not even sure, you know, because I'm pretty sure he smashed the 10 Commandments at some point. But he's just cut. Imagine he's cut. He's come back. These men are worshipping a bull. Okay, what that story is supposed to represent is the fact that as humans, if we're left alone for too long, and we're not really, you know, we'll just start believing in nonsense. Okay, and if you look at our world now in terms of like severe divine intervention, at least on the mainstream scale, okay, we're talking about on the mainstream scale. We haven't seen any real divine intervention on the mainstream scale for a long couple of years now. Okay, like all of our religions are based off stuff which have been said around 2,000 years ago. Yeah, and again, and if you look at the world now, we live in a world in which there is no God in the mainstream because he doesn't exist. So there's not even idol worshipping either as a thing. Like you don't bow down to statues, but some people do, as I'll get to later. But now we more worship these false idols through sports, through TV, through all these things. Just entertainment, music is a big one. These ways, and we just generally idolize the wrong things. Okay, and this is the underlying reason for the increase in crime. All of these stuff that we've seen increase in the last couple of years, okay, in the way that it's happening, is due to these false idols. Okay, and again, we see this in the past as well. Like obviously, it's not like thieves and crime has only happened now. We see this in the past as well, but it's a bit different angle. Okay, in the past, people used to rob because they had no food, they had nothing, because the food was being kept away from them by the rich, innit? And obviously, this is like the story of Robin Hood and stuff. And you have to understand that is happening in the same way, but it's not about food anymore, because food is pretty accessible nowadays. What they're hiding away from us is our life energy, okay? Because you have to understand, back in the day, people were much more spiritual, okay? Much more spiritual. And you would hear like people getting, they would get accused of witchcraft, you know what I mean? They'll get like this, I'm saying, we don't hear about this stuff anymore. But these stuff were very much, you know, engraved in the way that we used to live as human beings, innit? And I just want to slow down because I feel like I'm a bit monologuing here, so let me just get back to my true point. The point that I'm trying to make is you have to be aware that this world is trying to force you false idols, so then you can't recognize the fact that the only thing that you should be worshipping is God. And it's not just God, okay? You should not be worshipping God. You should be worshipping this whole life force, bro. You should be internally grateful for the opportunity that you have to be on this earth and to just learn with the power of being almost divine on this planet, innit? Like you have the potential to transcend your peers. You have the potential to transcend, you know what I'm saying, all of this stuff, bro. Like after we're gone, innit? After we're dead, we have the opportunity to transcend all this stuff. So this is what I mean. Like this is why we have to first of all recognize what that means. Because me and you, if you're watching this video, then that means that you're alive in this vessel form. You know what I mean? And that means we're having an understanding in this vessel form. But the one thing I'm going to tell you now is that these things cannot be understood like on a mental level. Okay, it just can't. So it's very hard. Like this will only be making sense to people that are either ready to embrace this path and they begin to embrace this path, and then this starts to make sense, or for people that are already part of this path and they're just, you know, this video is not really even education in a way, it's just a reinstatement, you know what I mean? It's a prevention from us ending up like the people that were worshipping the bull. You know what I mean? This is the importance of videos like this, you know, because if you ain't got people around you that can reinstate these things to you, You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, obviously, you have to understand with yourself is not enough. You know what I mean? You have to have other ways to reinstate these stuff. And that's why I say practice sitting in silence alone. Practice, being with yourself, okay? Because when you're with yourself, truly with yourself in the quiet, that is the only way that you can truly be as close to the creator as possible, innit? It's the only way. That's the only way that you can truly understand the creator on that level, is by being alone. Okay, and that's why you should practice being alone and empty thoughts. Okay, you empty out your mind. Okay, you have to wash out your mind. You know what I mean? And these are the things that I'm still trying to practice to this day. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm just started, bro. Like, even for myself, like, you have to understand, I've always had a battle with my thoughts, because I'm always thinking about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And I'll be honest, I do get a buzz of that feeling of, like, always wanting to do the next thing, you know what I mean? But I have to understand, if I'm not able to think and do the things that are only able for me to do in a moment, I shouldn't be thinking about those things at all, you know what I mean? Like, even for myself, one thing that I'm thinking about a lot right now is a car. Like, I'm always thinking, like, yeah, I can't wait to get a car, this, that. Forgetting that I've got a lovely electric bike in my living room, bro. In my living room, that I can just take, boom, and I can just do the things that I'd be doing in a car, bro. Like, these are things, and you have to remember, I'm also procrastinating, because I'm not even working towards getting a car, because I'm not doing my theory, none of this, you get me? But enough of that, I'm just trying to show you, like, this is what happens if you get lost in your thoughts. And even for myself, sometimes I'd be sat there just thinking, like, yeah, raw, like, I really want to go, like, you know what I mean? Like, these things happen to me a lot. Like, even, like, last week, like, bro, I was just head over heels over this one girl. Now I'm just brushed it. But then last week, I was just moving mad. Like, you would have seen it in the video. If you see the video, like, that's just how my state of mind was. And again, this is no disregard to that. I'm not trying to put that part of me in the bin. I'm just trying to help you guys recognize that you have to learn to recognize these thoughts and embrace them. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, there's nothing wrong with me being head over heels of a girl, because that is my nature. That's who I am. If I like a girl, I like a girl. And it doesn't mean I'm going to like her forever. Like, I don't like her as strongly as I did then. And if we were to continue, if she was to let me in at that point, then I would have liked her more. But she didn't let me in. She closed the door on me. So now I'm acting accordingly, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'll still spare thought to her, but I'll be honest, I haven't really thought about her until I brought her up right now. But again, I feel like I'm monologuing again. You know what I mean? But I like it, though. That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I'm recording, because I'm just talking. You get me? I'm just talking. I just love to talk, man. But these videos, man, I just really hope that, whoever's watching this can learn from them, even for myself, because obviously you have to understand when I'm a bit older, you know what I'm saying? You might see me with a full sleeve, or you might not. That's one thing I'm considering, whether to get tattooed or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not. But again, you see there, right there, I'm just thinking about the future. You see, just clock that, man. Just clock it. Just clock it. But then again, there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Like, embrace it, though. You have to just clock it, but you got to embrace it. Because I have to just remember that as long as I stay on this path, like, I will eventually transcend these sort of practices. Or it's because I will be able to achieve the things that I want to get done. Like, I kind of, like, in terms of just getting a tattoo, like, let's say, because I actually want a tattoo, if I actually end up just getting a tattoo, like, there's not really, obviously what could happen after that is I want more tattoos in it, but let's say I don't want more tattoos, then, like, that's not really that, it's not really that unrealistic, you know what I mean? But when money is your idol, it's always unrealistic, because you're always going to want more money, you know what I mean? The same way that you could always want more tattoos, but I doubt I'd always want more tattoos, because I just want a sleeve, you know? I was kind of thinking about getting a tattoo in my neck, but I doubt it. I don't really think it will look nice. But yeah, this video had a lot of monologuing. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. What will the title be? I ain't got a clue.